So like,
Good evening, Clark. Welcome to the Tasting Bothy, where every dram tells a story.
hello, Wally. Good to see you again.
You will. Yes, it's good to catch up. I've been sharing, just so that you know, because I know you're not on Tickety Talk.
I'm not on the
Right.
Tickety Boo Talk at all.
I've been sharing a wee story about our wee experiment.
Uh-huh.
So we've infused whiskey using figs. So
Fresh
we're doing
figs.
a figgy whiskey experiment.
Yep.
This is Clark's. It's not his sample, it's a whiskey sample. If it was that colour, I think you'd be going to see the doctor, because
I'm doing my way to the hospital.
Aye, because it's a kind of cherry red colour. Anyway,
It is.
it's very nice, Clark. We'll not say too much about it just now. I've not got, obviously, mine's is still to be decanted out.
Yes.
This is day four of it, ruminating and marinating together and doing all the bits and pieces. So, anyway. So we're going to do tonight, as it says on the ticket tape screen there, a 14-year-old Clynelish, which is 46% ABV. And our tasting date is the 15th of the 9th, 25. I'll put that wee note down there, and we'll have a wee chat about that. What can I tell you? What have we done with it here? So, what have we got written on the... Here's our cask with the Clynelish on it. It is one of the drams that we tasted when we were at the Johnny Walker experience, because it goes into a Johnny Walker black label.
That's right. That's
So,
it. I was amazed.
I just want to know the
amazed at that one. I thought, how can you put that into a blend? That's such a great whiskey. But there you go.
I know. Now, I can't see what casks it's been in, Clark. It doesn't tell you on it at all. But I'm going to suggest, having nosed it earlier,
from the colour,
that it's been in a bourbon cask.
It's very pale. So golden.
It's very pale, very amberish. I might have a slightly larger dram than you, but that was just... It was a Russian trying to get in there. I'm sorry, I apologise. So, I've got a comment coming. I don't know if somebody saw us come there. Anthony's gone, evening, boys. He's obviously up and running. Hi, Tony. Hope you're well, son. Good to have you on with us. This was a kind of impromptu thing. I had a physio appointment at 7:30. We missed last night because I hadn't heard from Clark. And so we've jumped on tonight, and you're right on it. So, good man. Hope you enjoy your dram. So, Clynelish, however you want to pronounce it, 14-year-old. So let's get it on the nose, Clark. Let's have a wee go at this. Oh, sherbet.
It is, aye.
Oh, I like that, Clark. It's quite a honey nose to it, Clark. Right? So I like that. And a wee bit of orange peel.
It's fruity, isn't it? It's quite.
It is.
Lightly fruited.
I'm going to suggest some here. Smells a wee bit like WD-40.
What? What?
It smells oily.
Okay, aye.
That's what I mean. Got a fruit fly appeared in my room for somewhere.
Any fruit in your room?
It's obviously likes my dram and it wants to join in.
I told you it was quite a fruity smelling dram, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting quite honey apples and a bit of orangey peel in it.
You're not getting a peachy kind of.
I see what you mean. I think it's been overpowered by this. It's oily note that I'm getting. It's not. I'm making that sound as if it's bad. It's no. It's a fabulous nose on the dram. Sometimes the descriptors aren't as good as it should be, but anyway. So we'll have a wee taste it on the palate. Slange, mate.
Cheers. Let's do this.
Oh, it's still a belter of a dram. Clark and I tasted this back in October 2021, but we never did it on the tasting bothy. So we've got it in one of our books that we've done previously, before we started the tasting bothy and before we started the YouTube channel. So we thought we would go back and review some of the ones that we've done previously, but we've never done them in the tasting bothy, just to bring us up to date with our books and everything else.
And I think it's well worth trying this one again. This is a cracker of a dram.
It's quite peppery and spicy, but it's a gentle pepper and a gentle spice, more of a white pepperiness, wee bit of vanilla, and it's like marmalade without the bits in it.
I was going to say that, quite orangey.
It's quite orangey.
A wee bit salty as well. You get a wee bit of salt on there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's kind of dry saltiness about it.
There's
in the finish anyway.
There's a heathery smokiness to it as well. You know, a light peatedness. It's no.
No.
You would never think it was an Isle of Malt or anything. It's not that kind of smoke that I mean.
No.
But there is a charcoaly.
It's more like burnt heather than peat.
Aye,
I think you're right. Mm-hmm.
It's got a smokiness that's coming for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite oaky as well. I'm getting quite a bit of oak for the wood for the barrel. That saltiness has become quite more prominent, quite licoricey.
Aye, isn't it? That's a nice dram.
Tony's telling us that he's had a few beers earlier.
So he's
up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
He's up at 4 o'clock. Goodness me.
I know. Middle of the night.
That is the middle of the night. It really is.
The finish on this is lovely as well, Clark. It's got quite a long finish.
It has, aye.
And if you draw that wee bit of air back in through your mouth, you really begin to pick up that bourbon cask. It's definitely been in you know, a bourbon cask. Whether it's not finished in a bourbon cask, I think this has been put into either a second fill or a refill bourbon cask, because it's the length of it. You know, if it had just been finished in a cask, I don't think we'd get this finish that we're getting. It's just absolutely super. Tony thinks that mine is like a different colour for yours. Well, to be fair, it does. Yours looks a wee bit lighter than mine, but I don't know if that's just the light.
It's probably light.
Just the light.
I've got quite a few lights shining right down on top of me, so it could be that.
Again, it depends. He says he's had a few beers.
How many?
Maybe his eyesight's been affected. I don't know, how many is a few? I mean, I go for a few beers. Now, I tell Jennifer I'm going for a few beers. That's 2. Right? I'm going for a few beers. I've had 2. But in reality, I've had about 8.
Aye, right? Well, 2 beers is a couple of beers.
Really, to be honest. A few beers. I don't know where we sit with that, Tony, but anyway, I know how I tell my wife.
7 bottles. 7 bottles. That's a few. That's quite a few.
Aye. Well, see, that's what I would call that's a lot, right?
That's quite a few. That is
right. A few for me would be 3 or 4.
Aye,
I would think. But anyway, what's 7 between friends? I mean, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
He counts his units.
Counting his units. Excellent. Well, I'm counting mine as well. This is classed as 1 unit. You've got to drive sensibly, Tony. You're completely right. You can't be drinking and then going out away to work in the morning under the influence of the beer. So I'm going to have to ask you though, were the 7 different bottles? Well, obviously there'd be 7 different bottles, but what I mean by the fact is, were they 7 different ales, or were they all the one ale?
Yours must be 3.
No comment. No comment. That's my answer, Tony, to that question. Oh, aye. I don't know how this is going to go, because again, I've got my book here for the last one I've done. I'm going to start writing my scores up.
I think the nose for me kind of lets it down. I think the palate and the finish are lovely. The nose is let down a wee bit, I think.
That's how I've scored it. The nose is my lowest score on it. Yeah. I'll be interested to see what I scored it earlier on. I'll have a wee look at my score, what I gave it earlier on. There you go. Oh, interesting. Excellent. We were in Tesco's the other week there, Tony. While you're doing this, when we were away, I'm just reaching over. Tesco's, we're doing this one, Tony, up here in Scotland, the Glencadam. This is the Special Reserve American Oak, which is the bourbon barrel matured. And they were doing this for 29 quid, which was a belter of a deal. So I bought it. Clark and I will do this in the tasting bothy at some point.
Maybe that's a nice dram as well. That's a lovely dram.
Eh?
Mm-hmm. That's a lovely dram as well. Yeah.
So, oh, well, we'll let you know when I'm next down North Wales, Chester area again. That shouldn't be too far away till I'm down there doing that. So it indeed was a bargain, Tony. It was a bargain. Mm-hmm. So, Clark, I have scored this an 84.
Oh, that's low. That's much lower than I expected. Oh,
right.
Shockeroonies.
So what did you score it?
I've scored a 91 because I think it's a lovely dram. I really like this.
Right. That's all right. So what did you score it the last time? Do you know?
Shockeroony. I scored a 92 the last time, so I've gone down 1.
Well, I scored it the last time we did this a 93.
See, there you go,
So, well, obviously, our palates are changing with...
Yours more dramatic than mine, I would say.
I think, but I'm kind of gauging it on the various drams we've had recently as well. And I think that's part of just the way that... I just don't find it... As I did that last time I did it, so let me go back to that. It's just here. The last time we did it, I gave it a 23 on the nose. Mm-hmm. And in fact, I gave it 23 nearly across the board. I gave it 23 on the palate and 23 on the finish, and I gave it 24 overall. Right, whereas this time, I've only given it 20 on the nose. And then I've given it 23, 23, and then I've given it 22. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I've come down 2 points. 2 points on the palate and the finish this time, and 3 points on the nose. Maybe I've got a cold coming or something like that. There's maybe some affecting.
Once you've tasted it and you go back to the nose, the nose just disappears. There's nothing there.
It disappears. I know, and you know. So
a tiny bit
about a 10-year-old Glencadam. The Glencadam 10-year-old's an excellent Glencadam. The other one we've got, Tony, that Clark and I we did in the tasting bothy not that long ago. There's not much left of this because I like it. Is the Glencadam Pedro Jimenez Sherry, the PX cast. This is a belted as well. Again, you can get some great deals on these in Tesco's. So I think when I got that one, it was about 30 quid or something, 33 quid for this one. So I am a big fan of the Glencadam distillery. I was telling somebody the other day about that. They were asking me they were looking for drams for folk, and I said to them, go and have a look at the Glencadam when you're in Tesco's. I think they've got some fantastic deals on that. So Shares also has he's got a few PX sherry casks.
Yes, eh?
34 quid it cost them. So, but yeah, no, it's been great. So you and I, Clark, are well on our way with our figgy whiskies.
We are.
You've used the Glen. You've used
It was a grant.
Grant's, and I've used the Port Dundas single grain.
Wow. I know. I was quite taken aback when you told me that, because that's not a cheap bottle like I've bought to do mines with. It'd be interesting to see the difference. Although the difference I can see so far is that yours is so much lighter. Mine's is far more complex. So maybe a bit too busy.
I did a thing on TikTok this afternoon again. So just before tea time, I've gone onto TikTok and I've actually poured some of yours into a glass, and I put some of mine into a glass, and I shared it on TikTok, and you can see the difference in the colour. I expected mine to be darker. I caramelized mine. I toasted them because I thought that I want to get as much of the sugar out as possible. So I put them and baked them in the oven for about 10 minutes to caramelize them. Then I put them into the whiskey because I thought that's going to get the sugar. I don't have the depth of colour that you've got, although we're not far away. And it's not get any darker now than it was yesterday. I thought the longer I leave it, the darker it's going to get, but it's not. It's now reached its maximum kind of darkness that it's going to be. Can't see it getting any more than that. Oh, good yawn. Excuse me, folks. So I don't see it getting any darker than that, and I'm not sure that I'm not sure I can infuse it any. See, that's a lovely antiquated bottle.
It's got a nice colour, isn't it?
It is. It's a mahogany colour, Clark.
It is. It's lovely. See, when the light shines through it, you're not getting the best of it on that screen, but when the light shines through it, it's a lovely red brown. It's lovely.
Excellent. Well, as I said, tomorrow I've got them down here. I laid them at the side of me. So I've got some muslin sacks, cloth sacks, if I can get into them. They're in my, and I bought, so I can strain this through. He says the bottle looks fancy. That's because it's an antiquary bottle.
It's an antiquary bottle. That's right. Well done, Willie. That's exactly what it is.
It is. It's well seen I'm an old bloke. Eh? And remember
what an antiquary looks like.
Back in the day.
It's actually quite a nice whiskey, that antiquary.
Yeah. So I've got this muslin bag, very fine muslin bag, and I'm going to pour my whiskey into that tomorrow. I'm going to take all the figs out of this, and then I'm going to make a figgy chutney out of what's left.
I wish I'd thought of that. I wouldn't even pick mine out the compost heap.
I will. So we'll get there.
Red label on it.
Antiquary could have had a black or a red label on it.
I can't remember. I think there was a black one on that.
It's normally black and gold or red and gold, but the black and gold is one that I remember more than anything else. So.
I think that was black. That's right.
Oh, aye. The Clynelish is lovely.
It's a beautiful dram.
Still one of my favourite drams. I think it's a great, easy entry-level drinking whiskey for somebody that wants to get into whiskey. That's the way I'd go. Comes from Brora, up there in the Highlands of Scotland, right on the seaside. So no doubt that's why it has that salty, sea salty influence to it. But it's a belter of a dram. So hopefully, Clark, over the next few days, we've got quite a few to look at. So we've got that Glencadam Special Reserve to do. And I was looking to see what else we've got. We've still got our Tamdoos, our own Tamdoos.
Our own Tamdoos to do.
Right. And we've also got the 21-year-old Tamdoo that you got for your wedding anniversary.
Yep.
So we need to do that at some point. So we might do a Tam Do evening.
We'll do a Tam Do night. Right. We can't do them all.
So I've also got a bottle of 15-year-old Tam Do here, which I'll need to share with you and get that down. And I've also got a 15-year-old Glengoyne as well that arrived to me today. So we'll sort that out as well. So we'll get that all kind of done and dusted. So so it's great when it's on a different night of the week to come in and just, to do this. Probably works out a wee bit better for you as well because you're not working the day. So
not working today, not working tomorrow.
No, so that's fine with us. But we won't keep everybody on very long. We'll stick to kind of 25, 30 minutes on it. We'll wish Tony all the best at his work tomorrow. I'm working as well tomorrow, Tony.
In the States, he's got 12 years. Is that 12 years until he retires?
Well, possibly. Either that, he's getting locked up. It's one of the two, but I don't think it's that. But then again, who knows? With some of the pictures that he sent me of them coming home from the whiskey club, his wee video, for his North Wales Whiskey Club, they have a few drams on a Monday night. I've seen the evidence. I'm hoping at some point that I can join the whiskey club down there. I'm hoping that, although getting back to Nantes, which might be a bit of a difficulty, but if I was to stay in the hotel that we stayed in for the wedding, then I've literally only got to walk down the street and I'm in Wrexham, right?
It's a Tuesday off.
So now if he was to be having it, if you were beholding it in Wrexham, then I can walk to Wrexham from the hotel because I'm literally that hotel that we were in. It was only 100 yards over the Welsh border, so that I was in North Wales then. So
that's right.
I'll need to try and plan it to go down. I'd love to go down and join them for a wee tasting with them some point in time when I'm doing that way. So we'll see what we can get arranged. But so let's see what we'll have a chat. We'll see what we're going to do dram wise in the future. But that was a Clynelish 14-year-old, 46%. We were 10 points apart, Clark. I would be willing to take my 84 up to 90 if you're willing to bring your 91 down to 90.
I could do that. Well, you've got a long walk, Willie. Tony says you've got 24 miles to walk.
Aye. And to be fair, when you've had a few drams in you as well, you're probably going to work about 48. You take a step back and a step for it and a step back. I'll end up not going anywhere. I'll just end up in the same place. So, no, as we were saying, I think I'm quite happy to bring mine up to 86, 88 if you're willing to come down for your 91
we could meet somewhere in the middle. I'm sure we could.
Shall we call it an 8.8, 8.9?
Aye. I could do that.
Considering we were both 93 and 91 on our previous scores, and it's interesting though that where we were 4 years ago, sorry. Wow, 4 years ago, Clark.
4 years. It doesn't seem 4 years since we last had one of these. It really does not. No. Amazing.
That's because it's no.
Okay.
It's 4 years since we've done a tasting. 4 years since we had, Anyway, but all joking apart, right? I'll love you and leave you, mate.
Right,
I take it you'll be doing grandpa and granny duties tomorrow.
We are indeed doing grandparent duties tomorrow. Indeed, we are.
Yes. Have a great time with them. Unfortunately, I'm working. In fact, your job's probably harder than mine tomorrow.
There's a good chance of
that. Mine's will no feel like work compared to what you're doing. But anyway. But Tony, enjoy your work tomorrow, whatever you're up to. I know you order airplanes. He does stuff with airplanes, wings on airplanes, if I remember rightly. He works for the factory that makes wings for that big aeroplane that I fly, the A380, the one that takes me to Dubai. So I'm sure that that's what he does. I'm sure he makes aeroplane wings, or components for the aeroplane wings. So you can't maybe answer that. It's maybe top secret. I've just told everybody all over the world that that's what he does.
He's the guy that super glues them on.
Aye. Hopefully he's pitched plenty on then, because it's a long way from Edinburgh to Dubai. So, right, well, it's been always good to chat to you. It's always a bit of great laugh and a bit of banter. Gav's just joining us. Gav's just came to say hello for Edinburgh.
Oh,
I had a look at Gav's. I had a look at one of Gav's videos the other night there. He does a YouTube channel as well. So, Gav, you've just got us as we're heading off. Safe night, Tony. We'll catch you soon. Gav, we're just heading off. We've been reviewing the Clynelish 14-year-old, and we've scored it an 8.8 between us. But it's been a good night. Catch up with the video later on. Gav, I'm going to follow up with you the next time you're on live. I'm going to make sure I'm set up so I can jump on and we can have a chat like this as well. So catch you soon, lads.
Good.
Bye just now.
Good night.